Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when it comes to seeking political position to serve in this country, this is one of the journey that is very expensive in this country. And have you ever asked yourself a question that why is it that when it comes to presidential ambitions, we have so many people who have those ambitions, but they never end up having their name on the ballot. For example, Kalonzo Musyoka, a promising presidential candidate. Musalia Mudavadi also, he tried one time. Hakuwahi rejea tena. But you look at him, someone who should have even become the president long time ago. Look at the leaders. We have Gachagwa is here. Matiang'i is coming out. Maraga is here. We have several, even Mother Karua. She has a political party. But now vying for the presidency, it becomes a problem. It's all about the campaign budget. Are you ready for that? Can you pull resources? Are you ready to spend even your saving? The late Raila Odinga was able to survive. But even for him to survive, have you ever known how much he was spending? And how he was raising the money? So becoming a president in this country, you cannot be poor and become the president. Not easy. And even if you are rich, you cannot spend your entire savings to become the president. The issue of now pulling together resources through the investors, the business community also is a factor in our politics. Hata ukienda America, dalili ya kuonyesha ya kwamba wewe unaweza kuwa president, unaweza shinda kura, ni kupitia kwa njia ambayo umetumia kukusanya pesa. Ionekana umekusanya pesa karibu za kutosha to run your campaign. So Jalango was on a podcast and he was trying to give a view on how a presidential candidate normally spend on a day-to-day. So running a successful presidential campaign, you must have good money. Not even less than 10 billion. Here in Kenya, siku wengine.
Politics is very expensive. Don't think politics is a church. Easy kanisa. This is war.
This is war.
That needs resources. Make resources so that you don't put up pay bills. Okay? You see, the other day, Maraga did put out a pay bill for his fundraiser. People just asked him, unataka pesa ama kura? Okay? That is what people ask Maraga. Unataka pesa ama kura? Choose one. You can't have your cake and eat it. Decide whether you want or not. You see, Morara someday said that, Gen Zs, we are 10 million of us. If we only raise 100 bob each, we will have 1 billion and we will be able to put up a presidential campaign. You know, and when I said it, some people started questioning, Kwani, what are you, my friend? I've been part of a presidential campaign and I've seen 1 billion being spent in less than a week. You know, you don't believe it.
No, you're
not buying anything. You're not buying anything. Let me just give you a quick math. Open your
computer calculator.
Open your calculator. We did just a quick math that I always try sometime.
Okay, there we go.
So now this is presidential. This is presidential, for example. So 30 million people have registered to be voters. So let's say you only need half of them 15 million.
15 million.
So these 15 million people are the ones you've said must know you, must feel you, must know you by face, and you have to reach out to them. So you've decided to print 15 million t-shirts.
15 million t-shirts times? That is times
300. At that time, times 300.
That is, I'm seeing 4 billion.
Yes. That's t-shirts alone.
4.5 billion.
You've not done billboards across the country. You've not done Lesos ya Wamama. You've not done... That's t-shirt. Haujatafuta agents across the country.
So kina Morana hawezi nunua hata t-shirt.
Hata ngoda. Bro, this thing is not cheap. Now, this is how it works. So, now let me give you another math. So, your team, presidential team, you have to have 3 teams. Okay? 3 teams that are on the road. And these 3 teams are working daily. Okay? And easily each team has 200 people. Okay? So you have 600 people now. So these 200 people, stage, sound, lighting, mobilizing, ground. Okay? So these 200 people, when we leave Nairobi, we are going to Nakuru. The team we are with in Nairobi is not the team that is setting up for us in Nakuru. So that the team from Nairobi will come and pass us in Nakuru as they start to set up in Narok. Okay? Because they are also not the same team that is setting up in Kisii. When we leave Nakuru, we are going to Kisii for already set up ground. Then team number 1 have already set up as again in Narok. As team number 2 leaves for Mombasa. As team number 3 goes to Emuru Dikir. As they wait in West Pokot, as another team is in Busia.
We need to do another podcast for politics.
Just politics. Bro. See, I was in this thing. I mean, in this thing, I've told you, I saw fire myself. I saw writings on the wall.
Now, I want us to conclude this discussion, but before we do that, I have a quick and humble request for those who are watching the channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, branding is one of the key areas that you must be very keen when you are running for your campaign. Hata ya mbunge. You must be well prepared for that. Janao just gave simple mathematics. A t-shirt that 30 million elected, 30 million registered voters. Out of this 30, of course, maybe 20 million will turn up to vote. Out of 20 to win, at least go for 10 million. But now, having looked at the whole people who have registered, go for half of it, knowing that to win against your opponent, you've targeted that 15 million, knowing that maybe 12 will vote for you. Na huyu mwingine apate 8 million, kwa sababu turnout haitakuwa everyone. That is one of the strategy that you must be very keen about. So huyu mtu avae t-shirt yako. Akivaa t-shirt yako anakukubali. Acceptance. That is what it means. So brand those t-shirts. Kuna wale watakuja wa brand paka na cape. Utakuja ufanya branding ya vitambaa za wamama, maleso. Utakuja ufanya branding ya those posters, the banners. So when you look at it wholesomely, you learn that hii Kenya ni kubwa. Kwa hivyo, huwezi simama unless kama unataka kufanya kama Wajakoya. You come with your own brand ya jina yako. Alafu, merchants waanza kubrand t-shirt wakiuzia watu. Ni wachache. who will embrace it and buy the t-shirt na wavae. So siasa za Kenya haziko vizuri kwa sababu mwananchi yani Kenyan people in their mindset, it is created like you must get something from a politician. So your mindset, not you have to give, because hata nafaa ikue kama ni Ruto Gachagwa Kalonzo ama Matiang'i ama whoever anakuja kwa ballot, appreciate t-shirt atakuja mnunue, ndio mnamsaidia kampeni yake. The opposite happens. So if you are poor and you are a good person, it is very hard to lead. So we end up having wrong leaders in a position of power and influence because they did not have enough resources to run for a successful presidential campaign. Hiyo ndio kitu hata unaona Gachagwa akienda kwa ballot, Kalonzo akienda kwa ballot, lazima akue na watu kama Gachagwa. Of which kuelewana na Gachagwa anakuambia nusu ya serikali ni yangu. That's also another reason why we cannot have a president who can have full command of the government that they are leading. Because you need these people who need something from your government because they are funding your campaign. Ndio maana mambo ya cartel haiwezi isha Kenya. Ndio maana mambo ya corruption haiwezi isha Kenya. If we gave you 5 billion, for example, then you raise your own 5 billion. Then you went for campaign. Hii 5 billion ya investors, business community, wale hata siku nyingine waliita the late Raila Odinga kule Mombasa, Mount Kenya business community. Wamekupea pesa. Kivipi tu wanakupea pesa? They need tenders. Even in these tenders, corruption will happen. They recover their money and make profit. Ndio maana serikali zetu zinakuwa run by cartels. You can have a good presidential candidate, lakini akisha win, wale watu walimsaidia kupiga hii kura, inabidi ainame chini, saa zingine afunge macho, wizi ifanyike. So ending corruption is also another problem because our politics is expensive. Lazima uruhusu wa jamaa wafanye wizi, warudishe pesa zao na pia wafaidike. So with that we can never have a clean president in an easy way in this country. Hata hiyo 5 billion yenye amekuja kuspend, wewe unaona mshahara ya president atarudisha hiyo pesa? Hakuna siku. Hata akuwe president for 10 years haiwezi. So lazima wakuje na makampuni zao, wakuje na nini zao, wachukue deals and they recover their money. This is an expensive venture. So for Matiang'i to become the president, lazima apate a serious backing kutoka kwa Uhuru Kenyatta. Mwenye atakuja na marafiki wake to fund it. Alafu nusu ya hii serikali upende usipende ni ya William Ruto. Sorry, ni ya Uhuru Kenyatta kama ni yeye ndiye amefund. Hata hii serikali ya William Ruto 100% sio yake. Half of it ni ya wale cartels ambao walifund hii serikali. Ya Uhuru hivyo. Kalonzo akikuwa president, half of it wale cartels wenye wamefund, it is their government. They will be running it. So that's something I thought you should know. I don't know abuse, but please let us know in the comment section so that we can continue with our discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.